This is the OnePlus 5T and it released 3 years back in 2017. I've had this phone since it released and have mostly been using it as my daily for the 3 years, so I decided to gather my thoughts for this video. The point of this video is to find out how OnePlus phones generally hold up in the competitive smartphone market today, so I won't be telling you to go and buy this phone or something, but will surely recommend newer OnePlus devices because the OnePlus 5T has held up amazingly well, and that says quite a lot about all OnePlus devices. This phone has a full metal build with Gorilla Glass covering the front, and although the phone was released in 2017, it uses a Type-C charging port. That's already one of the reasons why I've yet hung on to this phone. OnePlus was a step ahead of other smartphone manufacturers, which is why we get to see this new port on a 3-year-old device. There is also a 3.5mm headphone jack on the phone, which if you don't know about, it's a typical electrical connection used for transfer of analog audio signals. There is an alert slider on the left side that switches between silent, vibrate and ring mode, and the 5T has a rear-mounted fingerprint scanner, which to be honest is much faster than the on-screen fingerprint scanners we see in phones nowadays. I've been testing the Note 20 Ultra and I prefer the fingerprint scanner's position and speed of the OnePlus 5T over it. The screen on the 5T is a Full HD 1080p panel with an aspect ratio of 18:9. It's a 6-inch screen which maintains the overall compact size of the phone and makes it great for one-hand usability. The bezels on the top and bottom do exist, but in my opinion don't look as dated compared to a phone like the iPhone 7, which also released in the same year as this phone. The screen has held up truly well. It's an OLED panel, so it throws out rich blacks and vibrant colors. Watching videos and browsing through social media feeds is a great experience. And even though the panel is a standard 60Hz panel, as back then there wasn't the trend of high refresh panels, scrolling still feels smooth and fluid without any stutters. The phone features a Snapdragon 835 inside, which was Qualcomm's flagship processor in 2017, and it yet holds its own in 2020. Gaming on the OnePlus 5T isn't an issue, and although I don't game much on mobile except Clash of Clans, I've heard other users tell me that games like Asphalt 9 and PUBG also run really well on the phone with higher settings, giving you another reason to purchase OnePlus devices. A big part of that benefits from the 6GB of RAM that is inside this phone, which sounded insane when the phone released back in the day, but practically comes to use in making the phone hold up for many years. The one aspect of the OnePlus 5T that I'd say falls back when compared to flagships of 2020 are the cameras. The dual camera setup houses a 16MP main sensor and a 20MP low light sensor, which to be honest is completely pointless. Like even after 3 years of use I haven't been able to figure out what it does and have no idea why OnePlus decided to put it on the phone. Anyway, showing some sample photos that I've been taking on this phone, the camera does a good job in brightly lit environments and a decent job in low light scenarios. Coming to the real reason of why I've been using this phone, it's the software. The phone initially released with Android 7, also known as Nougat, and since then it's been updated to Android 8, 9, and currently it's running on Android 10 with Oxygen OS 10. The Oxygen OS skin feels so lightweight and simple. All the features and customizations are always available at your fingertips, but in a way that feels uncluttered, and I think simple is just the right word. The scrolling animations, the notification panel icons, the OnePlus shelf on the left side of the home screen, and the hidden space which keeps apps that you choose to hide on the left side of the apps menu are also well integrated, allowing fast and fluid navigation around the user interface. The software is also really well optimized, which allows the 3300 mAh battery cell in this phone to last a full day with around 4 hours of screen on time and yet be left with around 30% of charge at the end of the day. Coming to a conclusion, the OnePlus 5T is yet a great device to use in 2020, and although the Android 10 update marks the last major update for this phone, this video did prove the fact that OnePlus devices provide a reliable experience in terms of hardware holding up for at least 3 years and efficient software updates. Hopefully, the Oxygen OS 11 update doesn't take away too much from the stock Android experience that OnePlus phones are known for. Well, that's it for this video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.